Are you not entertained?
Peace, everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. All right, y'all. So we got some big news in the sport of boxing, man, and it's all surrounding the month of November. We're gonna call this month of November Boxing Month because I think it's gonna be good. But we got Brian Norman Jr. facing Devin Haney at welterweight. Um, Devin gonna be fighting Brian Norman Jr. for his belt, and then you got in the light heavyweight division, you got David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. Like, this is going to be dope. Now, I've been talking about David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde ever since Benavidez moved up to light heavyweight, the 175, because I wanted to see how he matched up with the names up there. And, Yarde, he's one of those guys that, like, he's like a gatekeeper now in the division. You got to get past him before you get to like the people like the Bivels, to the better BFs and things of that nature. So uh, I think that would be dope. Now at this point, you got to favor David Benavidez in that fight, but Anthony Yarde ain't no slouch. He gonna test David Benavidez. Anthony Yarde, he's one of them guys that like he don't care. I thought that when he took on Kovalev when he still was undefeated, I thought that it might have been too early in his career that he should have waited. But he showed heart and he took him on. And actually, in that fight, he hurt Kovalev, like maybe like in the fifth or I forgot which round it was verbatim. But I remember he hurt Kovalev and he almost got him out of there, but the bell rung. And then he got tired and all that stuff. And Kovalev, being the champion he was at the time, and everything and experience he had and how strong he was, he capitalized on it and he got Anthony Yarde out of there, gave him his first defeat. But uh, Yarde, he's a good fighter. Then you got Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. That's going to be a good fight too. Um, Shoot, had you asked me before the Ramirez fight, I would have said Devin Haney all the way, just 100% out of that fight. But now with when Brian Norman last fight, how he just starts the dude, and then you got Devin Haney last fight with Ramirez, how he just was kind of just like on survival mode. It's basically like I won't say it was survival mode. He just pick the shots and everything, just outpointed them, just got the win. Uh, I think it would be more of a closer fight now. If Brian Norman on his P's and Q's, he can possibly beat Devin Haney. But Devin Haney, he's still just a good boxer. And if he's on his bike like how he did with Ramirez, he can possibly do this exact same thing to Brian Norman that he did to Jose Ramirez and just went on points. But I think it would be a much closer fight now. I think Brian Norman, he's starting to grow now. Um, Now that he's a champion and now that he getting notoriety, he's starting to be more confident and everything. And then you had the fight with his pop with my man Greg and everything. And they all do they think on social media. Um, so Brian Norman, basically, he's starting to get his shine. So he's gonna be coming to that fight with a whole different confidence. Had it been like a year or so ago, it probably would have been different. But now, I think Brian Norman, he's gonna come inside there, champion mindset, undefeated, and he's gonna look at Devin Haney probably like, all right, technically you lost to Ryan Garcia, even though they took it away because he cheated, but people still say that he lost. And then with that last fight with Ramirez, Brian gonna be like, all right, you fool. So And that might play into Devin Haney's hand, but then again, maybe not. So that's why we got to see this fight. So this fight with Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, then you got Anthony Yarde and David Benavidez. I think it's going to be dope. So only time will tell. So we just going to have to wait and see. But it is what it is. That's all I got for now, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.